maybe things aren't happening the way that your ego prefers because your ego wants to be right and wants to be in control and it wants to hijack your experience. But in truth, there's never anything to worry about.
The heart knows. The heart knows what it wants.
Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the podcast Soul Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another episode. So in the previous episode, I've talked about not working a job, why I don't work a job. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the vampiric energies that drain us, the worry that catches us our mind in a cycle of pain. And I'm also going to be using the reference of, or an experience I had with a tick. So around last year sometime, there was a tick. I think it was maybe summertime that this tick showed up. And I would be sleeping in my bed and I would look down in the morning and my legs would be itchy. And I had these huge red, maybe the size of a dime, spots on my leg where something had bit me. And I had no idea it was a tick. I thought maybe I had a bed bug. I thought maybe, oh my gosh, like I need to wash my sheets. So I washed my sheets, I washed my clothes. And then next thing you know, it was back again. So apparently washing my sheets, washing my clothes didn't really make a difference. And I was thinking to myself, what the heck is going on? And it was starting to freak me out. So I did it again. I washed my clothes, I washed my sheets. And honestly, I was terrified that if I flipped my bed mattress over, I was going to see a ton of bed bugs because I had no idea what was biting me. So October, around that time, I rearranged my room and I rewashed my bed sheets and I didn't see that tick. It disappeared in October. And then in February, there it was again. I woke up in the morning and I had gotten bitten. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's back. Like, where are these bugs? Are they just like living in my mattress? Where is this thing? And funny enough, I like got the sheets. I was it wasn't right when I was about to wash it, I think. And lo and behold, as I'm looking down, there's a tick. Now, again, I didn't know what it was. I was like, is that it? Is that what's biting me? And I took a picture, I looked at it, and I snatched it up and I put it down the toilet. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's the thing that's been biting me this entire time. And I look it up and someone was asking, hey, what is this thing? Like on Reddit, they were asking, what's this thing on my bed? And someone said it was a tick. And apparently the way that this tick probably made it into this house was from me going out, maybe sitting on grass at some point and maybe then sitting down on the bed. And it just probably latched itself onto my clothing. So I brought that tick in. And it was just one. It was just one guy. So no bed bugs, thank goodness. But it was just one tick that was biting me. And I was absolutely blown away because I couldn't believe that this one tick had attacked me on like 4 occasions or so within a span of like 6 months. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe this one tick has been living off of me all this time and he just kind of hid away. And then the 1 second I'm just like, where is this dude? Where are you hiding? And I'm looking for him. He just shows up on my bed sheet. As I, like, right at the perfect moment, I look down, there he is. I snatch him up and I put him in the toilet. And it was so funny because I could see this little dot moving on my bed sheet. And I was like, what is that? And then it started to get a little bigger as he was like moving around the sheets. And I was like, oh, I think that's the thing that's biting me. So the spiritual meaning of a tick is connected to sort of vampiric energies and worry. And I had shared in my previous video talking about why I don't work a job. I have been worried. It's been a roller coaster ride emotionally. And I felt like this tick was a representation of that roller coaster ride and that unpredictability that I've been experiencing because we give so much of our energy to worry. And it just sucks the life force out of us. So much of our energy is drained into us worrying about things, freaking out about things. And the universe is constantly trying to tell us, don't worry about anything. You're always taken care of. Maybe things aren't happening the way that your ego, by the way, it's not even you, it's just your ego. Maybe things aren't happening the way that your ego prefers because your ego wants to be right and wants to be in control and it wants to hijack your experience. But in truth, there's never anything to worry about. We give our energy to the worry. We give our energy to the fear, and we have to choose and decide for ourselves. Am I going to redirect it and put it, am I going to redirect it? Am I going to put it elsewhere? That's completely up to you. Whether you want to worry about things in life or not is completely up to you. It's completely up to you. So the universe is calling for you to take a look and re-examine your fear all the time because it's not necessary, or learn how to deal with it better. What I often find is that I give my energy to it. I might have one thought that pops in, but then I fixate and I focus on that worry, that thought, and it starts amplifying like mold or bacteria. Is that what I'm thinking about? It all starts amplifying and multiplying really quick. And that's because I'm giving it energy. And what Source is always trying to tell us is don't give worry your energy, because it can feed off of the whole story. It can just constantly expand into this whole elongated story about why you should worry. And your mind is going to come up with endless reasons to justify why you need to worry. Worry about this, worry about that because of that. And the universe is constantly telling you that this world is an illusion. You need not worry about anything. And that's so hard for us to grasp at times. Like, what? This world is an illusion. I don't have to worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. We're in this experience to learn about how to master ourselves and how to overcome fear. So any fear that we feel is a choice. Fear is a choice. So sometimes we have a reaction to it based off of our programming. But once you're educated to understand that fear is a choice and a liar, then you can understand that you have the power to take control. You don't have to let fear control you. You can actually redirect your energy and say, I trust and I'm at peace and things are going to work out. And I know this. You can make that choice for yourself. You can choose to remove the tick and to understand you're the one who brought the tick inside. And it's been sucking on your life force energy. So I thought that was a beautiful lesson I wanted to share with you guys, to understand that you literally can remove that fear. You can remove that tick. You can remove that vampire energy and wake up with this clarity and this intention. We have to, on habit, we have to wake up with this intention to not give our energy to fear. Everything that upsets us is fear driven. It feeds off of fear. And if you really listen, you'll start to hear that there's thoughts telling you at the back of your head, the reason why you're mad is because you're worried about something. And so this is an opportunity for you to snap awake and see, whoa, I'm giving this my energy. I'm giving it my fear. I'm choosing to do this. Why would I do that to myself? I want to enjoy my life. Why am I giving my energy to fear? So right now, politically, what's happening in the United States, this is here's the thing. There's always going to be something happening in this world because this world is an illusion and it's Earth school. It's designed this way. This is not going to just be heaven on earth all of a sudden, because that's not what heaven on earth is. You are the one who's birthing the new earth. You are the one who births the heaven on earth through your Christ consciousness state, becoming conscious. When you rise into those higher states of consciousness, you are the energy of heaven on earth. So don't expect that someone is going to come in here and save you, save us. Even Yeshua was here to teach the students and help them to feel empowered in themselves. He wasn't here to save them. He said, I'm going to give you the tools that saved me and is going to help you to save yourself. Save yourself. Go on your hero's journey and choose where you're going to redirect your energy and your time. So much of social media content is fear-driven, and so much of what's created in this world is fear-driven. It's motivated by fear. People are in an uproar and getting angry because they've let fear take over when they have a heart and they have a soul that's guiding them in a different direction. I don't know about you. I'm not interested in letting fear hijack this beautiful experience and this journey I'm here to be on. I'm not going to let it hijack it. My soul, my heart, it wants to make this experience beautiful. And the beautiful thing about the heart and the soul, it's going to teach you that riding the waves of life is the funnest experience ever. And I want to encourage you, if there's something that you're scared of, that you're angry about, or it frustrates you, to start laughing at it and start saying, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. Instead of getting caught up in the Shakespearean play and letting it hijack your fun and thinking that you're the character in the play when really you're the one who wrote it. You wrote the play, okay? Your soul wrote the play. So it's time to take accountability of understanding you chose this experience, and those difficult challenges really are just opportunities to become more conscious. And I love the story about how in the experience that Eckhart Tolle went on when he found out he had cancer, he just became more present. He brought presence to the experience, and it became a meh experience. There was no panic, there was no freak out. He just followed the presence. He had some sort of surgery that removed that part that had the cancer in it, and then he was good to go. So it seems like we're the ones who are just giving so much energy to things that don't need to be given that energy. Take it back and say, you know what, this doesn't even deserve my time worrying about. Like, I could be putting my time towards other things in life right now, and this is just not something I need to worry about. I'm gonna leave it on this final note. I've been challenged many a times to have to just sit, like when you're in a very tense environment, I've been challenged to sit in those experiences. And those tense experiences where your mind starts to convince you you're a victim of a circumstance, those are great opportunities to become conscious and to just find your way home and to find a way to create peace. And challenge yourself to, there may be times where you're called to ignore reality and just to not let it get to you. And those are just the best opportunities for you to understand that whatever is bullying you or hurting you or whatever, it's also a creation of your own. Like, your soul, your spirit called for you to be in that experience so that you can overcome it. And a lot of the times what we do when we're in a fear state is we try to take action to fix it or to mend the experience, but you don't have to. You don't have to take any action. You know, the action thing really just operates, or it works on lower states of consciousness. At a higher state of consciousness, you can surrender. Don't rush. Don't feel urgent to take action, and watch it be taken care of. All right, let's go ahead and leave it on that note. Thank you guys for being here with this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Dare to be, dare to believe, do your healing in your creation.